What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Gonna run through this trade recap from this big trade where I ended up scaling in like 3 times. I'm still actually in this trade. I still have a runner going on, majority out, and my stop loss is like I break even. So I'm gonna get into this. So today we have FOMC and we had news at 8:30. I didn't plan to trade unless I seen a setup that I really liked, and I seen a setup that I really liked, and I ended up risking on this. Not heavy risk or anything like that, but I ended up just executing on it. So without further ado, let's get into this and talk about why I scaled into this so many times. So starting on the daily, coming into the market today, I'd seen that we had swept out the previous day low. On top of that, we were respecting around a Fibonacci 618, so I was honestly just anticipating a bullish day overall. Then we went to the 4-hour, and on the 4-hour, we scale back a candle. We see that we were still holding on NQ within this 4-hour FEG, and we were getting a push up out of it. So again, bullish order flow I'm looking at like from there, right? In terms of draws on liquidity, what I marked out was this hourly high right here. We had London high. We had these hourly highs up here, and then we had the previous day highs all the way up here. In terms of sell side, we had London low, we had this low, and then down here we had Asia low. So as soon as market opened, price ended up flooding to the downside and ended up sweeping out London lows and then these lows right here. And what it ended up doing was creating an SMT. And as you can see right here, NQ swept these lows, and then if we go to ES at the exact same time, ES ended up making kind of like equal lows right here. So we had a bullish SMT. NQ swept those lows, ES didn't. So from here, at this point, I'm looking to long where I'd already entered in an aggressive entry right here. So this was my first entry right here, and this was a risky one. It was pre-macro, which is something I shouldn't have done, but I went in super low risk on this first entry. Reason being, we invalidated this bearish FEG. We came back in and retested it. We had a break of structure. I saw the 5-minute SMT forming, and it's just with market experience, you kind of just know stuff like this. So I went in with a super tight stop loss below this 1-minute low. Again, not heavy risk on this, but this was my first entry. Then we ended up waiting a bit longer, and this was my second entry right here. Not as great of a risk to reward, but again, 5-minute SMT we see playing out at this point. The 5-minute candle closed bullish. We look at ES, and it's confirmed, right? So I want to see price push up and take out all of this low resistance liquidity. You see we have a high here, here, all of this up to London high. I want to see get taken out and then potentially further from there. So if you look on the 1-minute right here, we inversed this 1-minute bearish FVG, came back in, tapped into it, and then we got this bullish close. This was my second position. I kept my stop loss, again, low, below that swing low down there, just to give it a little bit of breathing room. And my main take profit on this was the London high. So this gave us 4R and yeah, just about 4R on both of those trades. Then those were obviously kind of aggressive entries. And then from there, I wanted to look for something like a bit more of a safer, my strategy kind of entry that, was a bit where we could see price continue up. So at this point on those first 2 trades, I had moved my stop loss to break even because we had swept out this hourly high right here. So we swept out the hourly high. I had my stop loss to break even. But I figured that price could obviously continue to the London high. And then from London high, we could see price continue up to these highs and then even the previous day high. So on NQ, as you can see, price came up, swept out the high, and then it filled in this 5-minute FVG right here. So as you know, this is obviously a continuation confluence. If price is respecting a 5-minute bullish FVG, even if we swept out an hourly high, I want to see price continue up potentially. So after we tapped into this is where I was looking for continuation longs to at least go to London high and then leave runners potentially after that. So after price filled that FVG in, I wanted to enter right here. Let me just hide these for a second just so you guys can kind of see clear. I wanted to enter off of this close after we invalidated this bearish FEG, but I didn't get it in time. Then price came down, back, respected within a 1-minute FEG. We had a bounce, and then this bullish close right here was my entry. So I re-entered there. I put my stops below this swing 5-minute low down here. First take profit was at the London high, which gave just under 1R. I believe it wasn't the greatest R. Yeah, about 0.94 R. Wait, I don't know why I have a second one right there. And then my second and final take profit, which I still have running on this trade, is this swing hourly high right here. And I might leave a potential runner up to the previous day high, but we'll see about that. Again, I'm out of this trade majority. We might see reversal as you see price is kind of consolidating right now. But again, I'm out of this trade majority. Super happy to have capitalized on today, like a day with FOMC coming up later. So just to recap these trades again, let me just pull these open again so you guys can see. Again, price came down off the open and ended up sweeping out London lows and all this, creating this SMT. From the SMT getting formed, we took aggressive entries. First entry on the 1 minute invalidation of this fair value gap and this bullish close on this breaker structure. Second one on this inverse fair value gap and this bullish close right here. Third one was on the 5 minute retest of this fair value gap. We came in and respected it. 1 minute, I tried to enter here, didn't get it in time, so we entered on this 1 minute break of structure and this fair value gap with this bullish close right here. And targets were basically just low resistance buy side liquidity, London highs, and then targeting all the way up to these hourly highs. So yeah, pretty great day in the market. Again, still in this trade, stop sharp, break even, so we'll see what happens from there. But that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bank holiday tomorrow, so we'll be back trading Friday. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Till the next one, give me a like, subscribe, comment on the video, follow me on Twitter, link in the description if you guys want to support the channel. Till the next video, we'll see you guys then. Peace.